The average American family can expect to pay more than $40,000 for a four-year college degree at a public university. But often that's because students and parents don't know the tricks of the trade, like where to find grants, how to get the best bang for your buck, and how not to rack up tens of thousands in student loans. Here to explain how is Lynn O'Shaughnessy, the author of The College Solution. Lynn, thanks for being here.
Oh, sure.
How much does it cost to attend a state school like UCSD right now?
Well, when you consider tuition, room and board, books, it's probably about $28,000, $29,000 right now. It's pretty high.
How about expensive schools, let's say Stanford?
Oh, well, you can get into the 55 to some schools now are cracking $60,000. Shocking.
In order to pay for this, a lot of middle-class parents, I've heard this complaint a lot. They say, I'm not poor enough to get, certain grants, but I'm not rich enough to pay for these on my own. What situation are they in, and what can they do about it?
Well, in this state, what people don't understand is basically if you make over $80,000 a year, family of four, you're not going to get help from the state schools here. That's just a reality. But you can make, six figures and get money, financial aid from private schools. So it's not true that if you're middle class you can't get money. It depends on the schools that you're applying to, and that's where you have to be smart about which schools are you aiming for. And I recommend that families who need financial aid look for schools that give good financial aid packages.
When parents do start considering this, where should they go to look for this kind of information?
Okay. Well, I think one of the best tools is a net price calculator, which is brand new. The federal government has mandated that every school in the country have one on their website. You can go to any school, private or public, and use a calculator, punch in information from your income tax return and about your kids' GPA, SAT scores, that sort of thing. And it will give you a personal estimate of what that school is going to cost. It can be way lower than the price tag.
You said that most people don't, in your book, you said that most people don't pay full price for college tuition. What do you mean by that?
That's right. Actually, about 85% of families who their kids are going to private schools do not pay full price. Now, when you consider all public and private schools, about 2/3 do not pay full price. They get scholarships and grants. And so you really need that. When you consider the price of schools today, you need to look at schools that are going to give your child a discount.
Something else to consider are graduation rates within a four-year period. Why is that important?
Well, it's important because most families assume their children are going to get out in 4 years. And this is something that I talk about all the time in talks and in my blog, thecollegesolution.com. But most students do not graduate in 4 years. At state schools, less than 30% get out in 4 years. San Diego State, for instance, is one of the better Cal State schools. Their grad rate is about 30%. Cal State San Marcos is about 13%. So overall, the Cal State system, only 15% graduate in 4 years. Now the top UCs are much better. UCLA, Berkeley, their grad rates are like 68, 69% for 4 years. So a lot of these kids are getting out in 5 years or 6 years. And you need to think about that when you're comparing prices. Look at the grad rates, which you can find by going to collegeresults.org. You can find all the grad rates for any school you want.
What about, briefly, student loans versus grants?
Okay, well, obviously it's good to get those grants because grants is free money, okay? And the most elite schools in the country, when you're looking at financial aid, they can load the package entirely with grants. That's what you want. Now, most schools cannot be as generous as a school like the Ivy Leagues or Stanford, someplace like that. So you're going to look for schools, the best schools you can, that have the best financial aid based on where your child can get in.
Federal or state grants, which is better?
Well, the federal grants is, the federal government's big grant program is Pell Grants. You have to be really low income to qualify for the full Pell Grant. It's only $5,500, and you have to make less than $23,000 to get that. Now, Cal Grants cover the tuition. The big Pell Grant program covers the tuition of a four-year school, the state schools, but they don't cover room and board. And as I said before, you have to make, for a family of four, you have to make $80,000 or less to qualify for a Cal Grant. And then the big money for families that make over that, Californians, is going to be from the schools themselves. A lot of private schools give far more money than a state school possibly could give. So you just have to weigh your options.
In a sentence, your takeaway message to students in high school, parents, should they do to look at financial aid for going to college?
Well, you need to be an empowered consumer, and you need to start really looking at using some tools like the net price calculator to make really good, sound financial decisions.
All right, Lynn O'Shaughnessy, author of The College Solution, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Peggy.